Hello everybody and welcome back to Tales of Berseria. On the last episode we learned about what Demon Blight is, and we have this mission to transport this weird, shady, hooded person. Titania. Yeah, because I know where that is. I'm so used to being able to fast travel that this hurts. Vortex and still have too many of those.
This is bullcrap. You're gouging us just because you can.
Well, if you want to pay less, maybe you should go find someone more generous.
Looks like they're at it again.
Huh? What's happening? Benwick, snap out of it! Benwick!
Huh? I was haggling for supplies, and...
Tell you what, I'll give you a fair price. Actually, just take what you need. We should all endeavor to help contribute to the common good of humanity, rather than selfishly pursue wanton profit.
What? Are you sure?
No. Wait. What was I saying?
You felt that too, didn't you, kiddo?
Yeah, it disappeared, but I felt a strong force coming from somewhere to the north.
It's called a domain. A Moloch zone of influence.
Wait, if it's north of here, then...
The Empyrean's throne?
Did that happen because of something Innominat and Artorias did?
I don't know.
I've got a bad feeling about this. We should get far away from here, and quickly.
So, the suppression. Well, that was certainly off-putting. But our job with Tabitha comes first. And we need a hideout soon, too.
True enough.
Wait, if a Moloch's domain can be spanned, can't the same be said for demons and the like? Because I'm pretty sure in Berseria some of them had domains.
Scout ships.
Sorry for being out there. I'm fine now.
Alright, we're safely on the rolling waves. Don't you think it's time you showed us your face, mystery monk?
You're right. My apologies.
I knew it! Prince Percival!
Percival Ilmid Asgard. Crowned prince and heir to the throne of the Midgand Kingdom.
So he's next in line, is he?
It looks like someone already had me figured out.
Yes, Your Highness. I could tell from your fragrant wood scent, as only the royal family may wear it. But if I may ask, why?
Must I explain myself to gain your aid? I myself could ask what an exorcist is doing consorting with members of the underworld.
I don't...
It doesn't matter why you're here. On this ship, you're here for us to use to our advantage.
Treat me as you will. It's not like I can ever go back.
For a fellow born with silver spoons spewing out of his mouth, Princie Pooh's rather laid back.
Prince Percival is an upstanding man, renowned for both his intelligence and his fair, just demeanor. It's widely believed that with him on the throne, Midgand's prosperity will continue and...
Look, I played dumb earlier, but I smelled that scent too. He wore it for us to notice. He wanted us to know just what sort of position he held, and how useful he could be to us.
He surprised me, at least.
Do you think we're being led into another trap?
We definitely can't take that possibility off the table.
When the time comes, he'll make a good hostage, if nothing else.
Not if the ones we face are after his life too.
For now, let's just make sure we keep an eye on him.
The prince. He said he couldn't go back. I wonder why. The whole island's a prison. It's like a secret fort or something.
Weirdly quiet, though.
Yeah, I don't see a single exorcist on watch.
Let's scope out the inside.
Back here. Alright. Let's hit my usual quick save. And see what was going on. I feel like I'm getting close to the end of this, though. Which is cool. I do need to finish it. Especially since,
An exorcist.
Digimon is... I've started on Digimon.
Are you alright? Headless Knights back. She's dead.
The Headless Knight is back?
Now, sir, I don't think
This is the demon
what you're
that
doing
attacked
is
her.
smart. Are you really going to try to attack
Another
us?
prison riot?
Are you really going to try to attack us? I'll slaughter you.
Kurogane, Dial. You two protect Kamoana and the prince.
Understood.
Okay.
Monkey, you're giving me a headache.
Stay sharp! This one must have survived the riot!
They were nothing.
I told you I'd slaughter you. I don't even know why you would try this.
So did the Abbey actually fail to quell the riot?
I find that hard to believe. The prison was heavily staffed with exorcists.
Perhaps it was venomization.
Venomization?
A dark ritual, forcing demons to eat each other in order to produce ever stronger demons.
So the demons devoured each other, creating a demon too powerful for the exorcists to control?
I imagine the riot didn't help.
Now whose fault could that have been, I wonder?
Whatever happened doesn't matter to us now. We need to focus on how to take this place for
Right, it
ourselves.
was important for Velvet to even get
That
out.
exorcist from before said something about a headless knight, right?
That one's probably the leader.
Then we hunt it down and destroy it.
Until we capture the island, let's use this room for our staging ground. I'll leave the prince and Kamoana to you two. Eliminate any enemies who come in.
Understood. Don't expect much from me, but all right.
Kamoana, if anything happens, call for me and I'll come running to protect you, okay?
Okay, you stay safe too, Eleanor.
Let's go.
So, what's through here? That seems like it takes me to a field or something. But yeah, I think I'm close to finishing this, which is good. It's been fun. It's been fun. But I got really thrown off. I have to catch back up. I remember when I used to do like 3-ish videos a day.
Reeks with malevolence.
I imagine it's emanating from all the big old demons roaming about.
I remember when I used to have up like 3 episodes a day and stuff like that. Then I decided to go down a bit because that was hard for me to manage at the time. But in the end, as much as I feel like it was worth it to cut down,
not worth my time.
they're really not. To cut down, I feel like it was a good move. Especially with that chunk of time. I didn't even have to do anything. I was done. But yeah, I feel like it was worth it. I definitely needed that time. And it makes sure that I can have an episode every day.
Hey, it's you again.
I'm so busy. I'm so busy I can't even notice what's going on around me.
You're not fooling anybody. Why bother?
I was hoping to not have to deal with yous guys. Whenever I run into yous, I always lose so much monies.
Because Velvet always forces unreasonable demands on you?
Oh, Miss Exorcist! Your concern warms my little turtle's heart.
I'm not forcing anything. I just think he's trying to take advantage of us by fixing his prices well above market rate.
Price fixing? Isn't deliberately marking up items so as to take advantage of the less fortunate? I was under the impression that the Abbey strictly forbade such unscrupulous business tactics.
Ah! Perish the thought, Miss. Our accounting is always above board. 25 hours a day, 8 days a week. No matter when's and no matter where's, you can get whatever you needs for the same fair price.
That's good to hear. Eleanor, give the nice turtles that smile he so desires.
I'm sure running a business is hard work. Hang in there.
Much obliged.
Yeah. Pitch gels. And some life bottles. You gotta be stocked up on these things. Trust me, Turtles, I don't really want to deal with you either because a lot of your stuff sucks, but there's no other market here. So, deal with it. You're a ripoff in many ways. But yeah, I'm trying to get back on my track. I gotta finish this, and then I have to work on finishing Furious, and working on Hack still. Hack is going to be one I want to enjoy. It's one of my favorite series, hands down. It's really good. So all I see is that there's no point in being here. But yeah, it's one of my favorite series, hands down.
This now.
Lovely.
Ready to feel the burn? Your troubles are Separate blade! This works! Take that!
Windlass!
Your troubles ready!
Despair, kindle a beacon of hope!
Heaven's Track! Is that all you got? Defiant conviction! Separate blade!
Come on, really?
And so I gotta finish Furious. Digimon's out. I gotta finish Furious before the new one comes out, and I think it comes out in March. My only real concern with that though is if I should get it for the PlayStation 4 or the Switch. Either one is really fine, but I might get it on the Switch only because there's not a lot of good games on Switch. And I got mine fairly recently. Then the games that I currently have on it right now is literally just Zelda and Xenoblade Chronicles. They're both good games, but it's not a lot. You know, when it comes to my PlayStation 4 and my PlayStation 3, I have a lineup. And right now, my problem with the Switch is they keep just adding ports. And those third-party ones aren't the best. So, ports and third-party games that aren't that great doesn't make a very good system in the end. They still have time to fix it. Once they add something like
From the way you were talking,
Pokemon would be good for it.
idea of who was behind the riot.
Seriously,
What
just
happened
look at how much
someone in
difference
your
it can be
position would
if you have it
know.
on a system like
There were
this.
reports of a large
The
riot.
Tales
but I was
series, if it
caught
comes on
chasing
here,
you,
that'd be
so
great
I
for
heard
it.
little else.
It was a small affair, really. Velvet Rokuro and I were being held on this island.
You got Dragon Ball
Velvet
Z,
instigated the other prisoners to riot so that we
except
could escape.
Xenoverse 2, because
She used the
that's
prisoners?
sad.
Yeah.
Kingdom Hearts,
You'd
if it
expect
came onto the
different
Switch,
from
would be
me.
nice. There's
How
just
did it
there's
end?
a lot of different
We
things
didn't
that they
stay
can
to see,
do.
but the prisoners were
There's a lot of
losing
different
badly.
series that they can bring
Or
over.
at least that's what it looked like. But if that was the case, then where did all the exorcists
And I've
go?
been keeping up with some of the Japanese
Oscar went to
releases and stuff
report
like
the
that.
incident, but the
See
other
what's
guards
coming
remained at their
and
posts.
what
they
might
didn't
come to the
flee.
Switch.
We have to assume
Especially
they
if Story Seasons comes out to
By
the
this
Switch, I
Headless
would pick
night,
that thing up and on a
perhaps.
heartbeat.
Well, no sense losing our heads, I suppose. But it looks like we're in for a heck of a fight.
All we have to do is mop up anyone who's left.
It just needs a bit of work. I think I'm going the right way if I'm getting a skit here. Okay, so where am I going?
I'll finish this now.
Ugh.
Form 7! Hurricane! No escape! Deception! Double
You know, I'm really tired of these guys. They're weak, they don't really have a chance. And yet they still attack me like they can win. They need to take a Xenoblade approach and not even bother with you if your level is a certain thing higher than theirs. This is another pointless exit. Okay. So what about back through here? Oh, really? Okay. No, we're going deeper down now. I think. I don't think I'm going backwards. At least I hope not. I am glad though that this place isn't just crawling with enemies. Ah, here he is.
The Headless Knight!
He must be the product of the venomization.
Well, he definitely looks vicious enough.
Not as vicious as our Velvet, though.
This thing is the thing that took out so many exorcists? Okay.
Where's this voice even coming from?
I don't know. Look inside.
Yeah, nah, not happening.
Well, that takes care of that.
Yeah.
I feel something again.
More malevolence?
No, another Earth Pulse point. It must be on this island.
I sense it too. It's very close.
Directly underneath us, I would guess.
This was her cell, I think.
What is this place?
Welcome to the most secure cell in the entire complex. The darkest hole in Titania. Feel anything, Laphicet?
Yeah, I think this is the Earth Pulse point.
If this cell is where the Earth Pulse point is, then does that mean it housed a Therian?
Yeah. And a real hungry one at that. Every day, they would toss demons into its cell. It would devour its fill, then wipe the blood from its lips. Never once realizing, it was delivering to Inominat the malevolence of hundreds of demons and prisoners. And then one day, there appeared before it a female Moloch, who shattered the barrier and freed the Therian from its cage. But the Therian knew no mercy, and it devoured its liberator. And it was then... It was then I obtained the power. The power to avenge my brother.
Velvet, you're a Therian?
This prison island was a
How do you not know this?
harnessing the malevolence
Literally,
created by the prisoners
it was
within.
already said.
But because Velvet
More than
escaped,
once.
the malevolence went out of control.
Wow, the same darn thing that happened back in Kamawana's village.
Lord Artorius would never have done such a thing.
No. What's so unbelievable? That he used his wife's brother as a human sacrifice? That he imprisoned his wife's sister? Because that's what your damned holy shepherd did! All to get his hands on Inominat's power!
I'm sure he had a reason for...
A reason? To spare the world of its pain? Don't give me that! Who will spare my brother's pain? Who will soothe my brother's despair? He murdered my little brother Laffy! And you'll stand there and tell me it was for the greater good? At any rate, that's one less Therian for us to track down.
Velvet.
Help! Eleanor! Kamoana?
What? Did Velvet yell at you so hard you're starting to hear voices now?
I have a feeling something's wrong. Kamoana could be in danger.
But we already beat the Headless Knight.
I still can't shake this feeling. Please, let's go back and check on them.
Yeah, let's do that. I have to actually press the button.
Scout ships.
Okay. As long as I know where I'm going, I should be fine.
So, Velvet is Etherian, is she? I knew there was something off about her.
But it's what she
You
cried
should
out that's really
already
on my
know
mind.
that.
Laufey said, is Velvet truly Lord Artorias' younger sister?
She never told me.
If it were true, I suppose it would explain her knowledge of Lord Artorias' training.
If you're so curious, why not ask her yourself? Hey, Velvet, what's your connection to Artorias?
Rokuro, have some tact!
I heard you whispering. Doesn't bother me. Artorias was married to my late sister, Celica. He was our brother-in-law. We lived together for more than 10 years.
That does explain a few things.
So he sacrificed his little brother and turned his sister into a Therian.
But you were his family.
To his view of the grand scheme, family is inconsequential. The needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few. All he did was act according to his ideal logic. Well, enough chit-chat. Let's get moving.
Okay, here's the toughie. Do I go this way or this way? I'm gonna go this way first. If it's wrong, oh well. Oh well. That leaves one path. And too many enemies that keep trying to attack me. Y'all keep attacking me, I'm just gonna boost up even further so I can get to the point of one-shotting you.
So it turns out that Velvet is a Therian who consumes malevolence.
And too much malevolence is what changes people into demons. Strong enough malevolence can persist after the person who created it dies, turning their corpse or spirit into a raging monster. That's how undead and phantom demons come about.
Then the demons Velvet killed turned back into humans because she devoured their malevolence.
Yeah, and consequently, they avoided becoming undead or anything like that.
So she saved them. Well, I mean, a corpse is a corpse, of course.
Do you think she could devour only the malevolence and turn a living demon human again?
Unfortunately, that's impossible due to malevolence's self-reinforcing nature. When Therians are connected to Enominat through an Earth Pulse point, they seem to be able to absorb small concentrations of malevolence from the surrounding area and inhibit the creation of new demons. But any human who builds up enough malevolence to turn into a demon will keep producing malevolence as long as they live.
That's right. To devour any malevolence, I need to cut it off at the source. That's how my powers work.
Velvet, I'm sorry.
I don't mind it. Actually, I find it convenient. This way, I'll never forget my hatred for Artorias.
Plus, as long as you stay away from an Earth Pulse point, you get to keep the power of any malevolence you consume.
Fuel for my hatred, yes.
So going off of that skit, unless you can't turn back unless you're the shepherd, which at that point can purify them, and I guess should remove all of the malevolence at the source. But then they have a chance of turning back again.
You really came back for me. A promise is a promise, sweetheart.
A headless knight and a horse demon.
It's giving off a ton of malevolence.
This must be the true survivor of the venomization process.
Oh, I get it! The dying exorcist lady wasn't saying Headless Knight is back. She was going for Headless Knight on horseback.
Whatever the case, we'll fight whoever we have to claim this island.
Now I can't help but wonder how the horse is named.
Get close and look if you're that curious.
Let's cut this. You must not like me very much at this point. Your weakness is Earth and wind. I can do that too. What? You thought I was done? Sorry. It's not that easy.
That's venomization, all right. Definitely stronger than that headless lump of armor.
I beg your pardon?
Not you.
The demon from the villa?
No, look! It's absorbing the malevolence. It's a Therian.
Actually, that hawk is Griffin, my one and only friend.
A damned Therian. So that's what Tabitha meant when she said we'd find out shortly.
But your highness, why do you have a Therian?
It's like I said. Griffin has been my dear friend ever since I was a child. Even if he's a Therian now, that hasn't changed.
So you knew you were helping a Therian escape. What are you plotting?
I have no plots or schemes. I just want Griffin to be free.
I guess we shouldn't be surprised. The Crown Prince and future king, he's gonna do whatever he likes.
I suppose I am at that. But if I am, it's the first time I've ever been allowed a choice of my own. When you're a prince, you're not a person. You're an institution, one designed to serve the state and its people.
Shouldn't that
Say,
tail
for
have grown
instance,
back
you're
by
doing
now?
law studies and your back suddenly itches. What do?
I mean, I'd scratch it. Who wouldn't?
When I did that, my tutor gave me a whipping so hard the blood ran down my back. The reason being that I prioritized a personal feeling, that is to say my itch, over my studies in service of the state. Seeing Griffin lay claim to the skies let me imagine my own freedom. It was my lone solace over the years. But then, he turned out to be responsive to Innominat's power.
I take it the Midgand royal family is well aware that the Abbey is creating Therians.
Of course. How could we not? The kingdom offers unequivocal support to Shepherd Artorius' vision of reason and will. Even so, if there was one thing I could never permit, it was seeing Griffin locked up and unable to fly. Never. I tricked the Exorcist on guard and disabled the barrier. But then Griffin attacked the Exorcist and killed him.
That's why you said you could never go back.
They can overlook a single dead exorcist, but with a Therian removed, malevolence will engulf the capital.
I knew full well what I was doing. And yet... I couldn't watch my friend's life be stripped away.
Your Highness.
He chose a single bird over the world. Why do you think that birds fly?
That's what Lord Artorias asked me.
My anatomy book says birds can fly because their bones are light and their wing muscles are enormously strong.
Birds fly because a bird that cannot fly is no bird at all. That's what I think.
I understand now. As long as you remain on this island, you may do as you please. But if you try to escape, I'll kill you.
That should work. This way we'll have him on hand if we ever need a hostage.
Understood. I appreciate you letting Griffin and me stay here.
Well, now that that's taken care of, let's build ourselves a hideout.
Grants +1 maximum BG to characters wearing equipment that has been enhanced. And combined a total number of 15 or more times. Wow. Okay.
Hey, Velvet, do you know where Eleanor is?
Wasn't she just playing with you?
Yeah, but then she left. I'm worried because she looked pretty sad. Can you go find her?
Why me? All right, fine. Just don't cry on me, okay? Huh. A most interesting interpretation. What do you make of this part here, then?
Well, if you pronounce it Loney Kyle, then it'd mean midriff, which probably isn't right. Maybe Muse Mila?
Well, that would make this passage read, Pornges are mummy.
Okay. Yeah, that's not right either.
Okay.
What's wrong, Velvet?
Have you seen Eleanor?
No, I haven't. Sorry, I know I'm supposed to watch her.
Just read somewhere where there's more light. You'll hurt your eyes like this.
Okay.
I still prefer being in the dark, playing games in the dark. But, hey. Apparently it's just safer to play with the lights on.
Hey, Rokuro, have you seen Eleanor?
Probably. I don't know. Bit drunk.
Just try not to go overboard.
But man, are we a bunch of screw-ups or what? I mean, we've kidnapped a prince now. They gotta have laws against that. Broke out of prison, flattened Helives, tried to assassinate a shepherd. Hey, how many infractions do you think we're on the hook for?
Pardon me if I don't stop and count. If you don't like it, nobody's forcing you to tag along.
No, I still haven't repaid my debt to you.
You say that, but you really just want to beat Shigure, don't you?
Whoa, to me they're both connected. It's a long story, but I can tell you if you...
I'll pass.
Well, join me for a drink then?
Can't. I'm 19.
Well, huh. I don't know why y'all are caring about the laws at this point. Because they seem to not even affect you.
You got any idea where Eleanor is?
No, sorry. I was having a meeting with Benwick and the crew about our search for Ifrid.
Are you sure you're okay with putting that off? At this point, the Abbey doesn't have much reason to keep him alive. Wouldn't you rather look for him than Therians?
I know time is a factor, but we still don't have any decent leads. I think we need to stir up the Abbey and see what shakes loose. And who better to do that than you?
So this works for both of us then?
Never fear. I'm still acting out of self-interest. Besides, Ifrid won't die so easily.
He's a strong man. It'd take a lot to bring him down.
Yeah. I've never seen him flinch from a storm, no matter how choppy the seas.
Where angels fear to tread, as they say.
Probably some of that as well.
Hey, any idea where Eleanor went?
How should I know? I'm too busy to spare any time worrying about anyone else.
You look pretty distinctly unoccupied to me right now.
Right. I'm busy being unoccupied.
You're... what?
It's simple. When you have free time, it means you're busy trying to avoid having any business to do.
You're too weird for this world, Magulu.
Says the woman with the world's blandest personality.
I always figured you'd be the type to take off as soon as things got hairy. So what keeps you here?
I am utterly, completely, totally, wholly devoid of anything else to do. Which is to say I'm...
unoccupied.
Right, now you get it. Besides, I have to stick around to see how our bet turns out, don't I?
I completely forgot about that bet. So much so that I've been paying zero attention to the thing. Why are there people here? But, where... Why are you here, Benwick? Maybe info. Whatever. I don't care. Where you at, girlie? Where did she go off to? Well, not there. I'm getting real tired of this. She's not out here. Why is everybody so useless? Where did she go? It only leaves so many directions. This place isn't that big. Did I just go backwards? I think I just went backwards. How do you do that? Did I? Did I go backwards? No? They just look the same? What is the point of this? Ooh, treasure. An arcane bottle. I don't use those very much. That doesn't make it any less cool. Then it has to be this way, right? There's only so many different paths. Ah, here we go, finally.
There you are, Eleanor. Kamoana's worried about you.
You actually came looking for me?
Can't say no to a crying child.
Indeed. She may be a Therian now, but deep down, she's still a lonely little girl. That's something I've come to realize in traveling with you all. Wretched demons and Therians, even the Malakim who'd I'd only thought of as tools, they all live and think as humanly as the rest of us. I was so clueless. I didn't know what demon blight really was, nor what the Abbey was doing. Through it all, I knew nothing beyond blind belief in whatever I was taught.
Ignorance is bliss, as they say.
The coward's path is not that of an exorcist. They may say, I didn't know anything, so I can't be blamed. I can't live like that. I think I'll stay here a little longer to cool my head off. Please tell Kamoana I'm alright.
Don't stay out too long. The sea breeze can get cold.
Thank you.
Don't get the wrong idea. If you got sick or something, Kamoana and Laphicet would worry. That's all.
Sure, Velvet. Sure. Okay.
I have something to say. There's something I've been hiding, until now. I've been acting undercover on a special mission for Lord Artorias. I was to watch over the Malik Laphicet and bring him to Abbey headquarters. So vital was the mission, I was to do whatever it took, even kill my fellow exorcists.
You were gonna take me to them.
I'm sorry for deceiving you, Laphicet. Originally, I was going to get you to lower your guard, then take you in. However, I no longer intend on following the Abbey's orders.
You're turning your back on Artorias?
No. I still believe in the sincerity of Lord Artorias. That the world he seeks is one that will benefit all humankind. But nevertheless, I simply cannot bring myself to condone the methods he has chosen to achieve that vision. So... I will help you protect the Therians. Until I discover the answer I seek.
Eleanor!
I want to live a life that I don't have to be ashamed of. And to do that, I have to learn the truth for myself.
So, you live by your emotions after all.
Maybe you found your own creed.
Welcome to our wonderful world of wickedness.
Don't equate us! To act in opposition of one's feelings is to act opposed to reason.
You never make things simple, do you?
You should be glad I don't.
Yeah. After all, she's my vessel.
Yes, yes.
So, I think our next order of business is to find ourselves another Therian.
This
well,
Solar
that's
of
the extent of
Strife.
my insight. Anyone got any actual leads?
What if we had Eleanor swipe some intel on them from the Abbey? That could work.
I don't know.
It wouldn't work. Officially, the Abbey still considers her a traitor. So who would leak anything to her?
Yeah. Besides, we can't put Laphicet in danger like that. And anyway, Eleanor's terrible at being a spy.
Ungracious, but accurate.
You know that special underground cell from yesterday? I want to go back there. There's something I want to try out.
All right, let's go.
Okay, well that's where I'm going to call it an episode. This one was kind of long, and I've got a lot of editing to do. And I still don't like editing videos, even with a slightly more powerful rig. So, that is all the time we have for this episode of Tales of Berseria. If you like this episode, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you all on the next episode.